Hey guys, welcome back! Today we're diving into the twisted, delightfully dark world of Wednesday Season 2. But if you think saving the school once was enough, just wait until you see what's lurking in the shadows this year. Grab your black coffee, sharpen your guillotines. It's gonna be fun. We are back to Nevermore. The Addams family rolls up in their signature hearse. This year, Pugsley's not just visiting, he's officially a student. Wednesday's now some kind of gothic rock star. Classmates are lining up for selfies and autographs. New Principal Barry Dort offers her the role of Student of Honor for the Founder's Pyre. She'd rather have her fingernails ripped out instead of all of it. In her dorm, Wednesday reunites with Enid. Gift exchange time? Enid unwraps a creepy basement doll, courtesy of a serial killer Wednesday bagged over the summer, while Wednesday scores a hilarious t-shirt she'll never wear. Suddenly, an arrow crashes through the room, carrying a Polaroid of Wednesday with "Still Watching" scribbled on it. She reaches for a psychic vision to spot the stalker. Nothing. Strike one for the spooky skill set. Out in the courtyard, she sees her family and Principal Dort, who offers them to stay in the oh-so-cozy Rotwood Cottage, formerly home to none other than Marilyn Thornhill. Wednesday doesn't say a word, but her glare could have set the place on fire. Strolling through the woods, like a moth to murder flame, she stumbles onto a fresh crime scene. Private Detective Carl Bradbury, dead, eyes gouged out. New Sheriff Santiago is running the show, but in the crowd, a hooded figure catches Wednesday's eye. She follows, reveals himself as ex-Sheriff Galpin. Turns out, Bradbury was his old partner. Galpin asks for her help. She shuts him down with a razor-edged farewell. Your son didn't become a monster. He always was one. Still, the flicker of interest in her eyes gives her away. Back in her room, something's off. The typewriter's been used. A note's waiting, her novel's gone, and the thief plans to roast it in the Founder's Pyre tonight. At the Founder's Pyre, someone slips her another note. This one, accessorized with razor blades, because subtlety is overrated. Her novel's in the pyre? Fine, she dives right in. While the Nevermore anthem plays and the crowd cheers, Wednesday crawls through the flames, snags her manuscript, and walks out like it's just another Tuesday for Wednesday. The principal unveils a massive portrait of Wednesday, meant to immortalize her heroics in front of the whole school. She's going up on stage, the crowd chanting her name like she's really become a rock star. Wednesday takes the mic and delivers a cold, razor-sharp monologue about how she's no hero, plays dirty, and will happily burn down any pedestal she's put on. Then, just to prove the point, she literally sets her own portrait on fire and walks away while the cheers turn to stunned silence. Enid grabs her by the shoulder to stop her when Wednesday's on her way back to her room. That single touch hits like a jolt. Wednesday collapses as a vision floods her mind. She's in a misty graveyard, staring at a headstone etched with Enid Sinclair. In the Addams cottage, Wednesday wakes after another jarring vision. Morticia, in her ever-gothic wisdom, warns her about overusing her gift. But patience isn't in Wednesday's vocabulary, and she's not about to treat her visions like some fragile antique. Wednesday rolls up to the decrepit Hyde house, greeted by a charming "Evil Lives Here" sign. Inside, surprise! The dead ex-sheriff, with a mouthful of live crows bursting out. She tries her extrasensory trick, but it does not work. Before she can process the disappointment, sirens wail. Time to run. Except the cops are faster. At the station, the sheriff tries to pin her down with questions, but Wednesday flips it, casually dropping that maybe Tyler's involved. Before things can heat up, Gomez storms in, full proud lawyer father, and 5 minutes later, they're cruising away in the hearse. Father and daughter seal a pact. Tonight's little run-in with the law stays between them. But Gomez can't help himself. He tosses out a breadcrumb about some long-buried ant-related scandal. And now Wednesday's got a brand new mystery to chew on. On the balcony, Wednesday freezes. Enid sprawled out, soaked in blood. Heart skips a beat. Then Enid pops her eyes open, grinning. Payback for the random eyeball left on her pillow, which she assumes was Wednesday's doing. Back inside, Enid's phone blows up with stalker texts, all pinging from the dead sheriff's number. Wednesday tries to force a vision to ID the culprit, but nada. That's 2 fails in a row for her spooky superpowers. Wednesday puts things on full-time Enid surveillance duty. She quietly swipes Enid's driving school paperwork. Perfect cover for a trip to see her old friend Hyde. Meanwhile, word comes in that Morticia's after Goody's book. That's going to be a hard no from Wednesday. Pretending to be Enid, Wednesday gets behind the wheel for a perfectly normal driving lesson. One brief flashback to Uncle Fester's chaotic lessons, and the instructor is already pale, trembling, and clearly rethinking his career path. The final destination is a psychiatric hospital to see her old friend, Tyler. Chains rattle in his cell, and the light falls as if someone had deliberately chosen the angle for dramatic effect. He greets her with a smirk, claiming that she always saw him as a monster and secretly loved it. Unable to get any help from him, she methodically beats his ego, calling him mediocre and predicting that his moment of glory will fade faster than his barista skills. And as a parting gift, he throws out a poisonous remark. Say hi to Enid. Next time I'll kill her. A chill runs down her spine, but there's no point in turning back to a feeble-minded schoolyard bully with nothing to offer to the world except for subpar. She already takes up enough space in his head and leaves, leaving him to stew in his own thoughts. Back in the room, Enid's gone. Wednesday finds a creepy card. Play dead. Someone clearly wants to play a very interesting game. Following the clues, she encounters the music teacher ambushing Wednesday with the classic "join the orchestra" pitch. She's halfway out the door when it clicks. The mysterious message isn't made of letters at all. It's sheet music, and suddenly the key is a soundtrack. In the music room, Wednesday plays the mystery like a pro, literally. Hitting the right notes together pops open a hidden door, because of course, this school comes with secret passages. And naturally, she heads straight into the dark. Charging through the tunnels, she spots a red-cloaked, masked lurker flickering in and out of sight. One blink, and he is gone. All that's left behind is the mask itself, complete with a charming little note. Clock's ticking. Perfect. Wednesday storms the clock tower like it's her own personal boss fight, only to find Enid tied up with another student under a dangling set of swords. The whole setup screams Saw, Teen Edition, just in time to see Enid mid-makeout with some guy. But the romantic moment gets cut short when Thing accidentally triggers a booby trap, sending the sword swinging down. Cue the puzzle. Type the right answer on a conveniently placed typewriter to save her friends. The riddle? What don't you see? The answer? An invisible 13-year-old superfan. Agnes, of course. Trap disarmed, friends saved, mystery girl revealed. Just another Tuesday for Wednesday. Back at the dorm, Thing receives his birthday gift, an antique thumbscrew, handcrafted by France's most famous torturer. Touching, in the Addams family way. The warm fuzzies vanish fast, though, when Wednesday finds out Morticia swiped Goody's book. Wednesday sneaks into Morticia's room during mid-family tango session, going full ninja for Goody's stolen book. Crack open the chest. Boom! A smug little note. Nice try. Loving mother. Wednesday didn't take into account that Morticia has the hearing of a bat and the patience of a cat with a mouse. Wednesday shares her vision about the one-eyed raven leader appearing at multiple murder scenes, and her fear that Enid might be next. Calmly, Morticia says she's keeping the book, warning that Wednesday reminds her too much of Anophelia and might repeat her mistakes. Realizing her mother has no intention of giving the book back, Wednesday slips out the window. Wednesday studies the mysterious eyeball like it's a suspect in custody. No Goody's book? Fine. Time to go full old-school detective. Enid's busy worrying that she has no party outfits. Before heading out, and the second the door shuts, boom. Invisible superfan Agnes has been here the whole time, eavesdropping on Wednesday's prophecy about Enid's possible death. Wednesday doesn't need another right hand. She already has the thing. She tells Agnes she's late for a funeral, and if she's still here when Wednesday comes back, she'll be showing up early to another one. At the funeral of the old sheriff, attendance is sparse. Wednesday asks the family doctor, who says the sheriff only visited Hyde once, which ended in a full-blown turning into the monster. She thanks Wednesday for caging the beast. As they walk away, a one-eyed raven perches ominously on the coffin, like nature's own crime scene marker. On campus, Wednesday grills Agnes on how she unlocked the dead sheriff's phone. Turns out, sheriff cosplay comes in handy. Just be the transmorph. Agnes also hands over a box of case files like it's takeout. A recorded call points to a meetup at the Bullpen House, conveniently near the school camp trip. Guess it's time for Wednesday to embrace the great outdoors. At camp, surprise chaperones, the parents. When the camp ends up hosting Nevermore misfits, Phoenix cadets, tensions flare. Wednesday suggests settling it the old-fashioned way. Capture the flag, only the flag is a talisman, and the goal is a watchtower. Both teams nab the goods, but the outcasts seem to be losing. Wednesday takes the scenic route, scaling a cliff, firing a rope arrow, and swooping in to win. Misfits 1, cadets 0. Wednesday picks the lock on the cabin and photos of the dead sheriff, his Hyde son, and a creepy two-way mirror. Flip side, obituaries of outcasts under 15, stamped with Lois. She tries her gift. Nada. Outside, the one-eyed raven is still playing her personal paparazzi. In Morticia's tent, Wednesday demands Goody's book back, but receiving a denial, counters with an offer of a duel. Under the moon, blindfolds on, rapiers out. The stakes are simple. If Wednesday wins, Goody's book is hers. If she loses, Morticia tosses it into the flames and roasts marshmallows over the ashes. A single precise strike, and Mom wins. Wednesday's ego takes the bigger hit. Mid-duel chaos. The Phoenix Cadet Master drops dead, courtesy of an undead sidekick Xavier's been hiding. As EMTs wheel the body away, Wednesday spots a cloaked figure. Right on cue, the one-eyed raven lands on their shoulder. In a crypt, enter Grandma Addams, who's oddly a welcome guest. Wednesday finds the urn of a dead outcast girl, but surprise, she does not smell the human inside. Before they can investigate, that creepy one-eyed raven swoops in, steals the evidence, and fly away. Failing to catch the raven, Wednesday turns to Grandma with a straight-faced request. Buy this cemetery and find out who signed off on these cremations. Back at the dorm, Wednesday walks in on Enid making out. Instant mood kill. One moment, an invisible fangirl Agnes has been hanging out the whole time. Through the window, that creepy one-eyed raven is back on surveillance duty. Wednesday figures the trail leads straight to Willow Hill, and whether she likes it or not, Agnes just got promoted to sidekick. In the clock tower, Wednesday links up with Uncle Fester for a little casual hospital break-in. Agnes crashes the party, bringing a full floor plan of Willow Hill like she's auditioning for Mission Impossible. Team Chaos is officially in business. At Case of Addams, Wednesday corners Morticia about Goody's book and why Aunt Ophelia got shipped off to Willow Hill. Morticia's halfway into her artful dodge when Grandma appears in with a deed to the cemetery and tells the name on the death certificate to Wednesday. Realizing her mother won't give the book back, Wednesday slips out, leaving the two matriarchs alone. That's when Grandma makes her pitch. $1 million donation to Morticia's charity, but only if she returns the book. Morticia doesn't even flinch. With the elegance of a queen and the bite of a viper, she says, my family's non-negotiable, and tosses the book into the fire. Watching the flames, Grandma's face tightens. Then she turns on her heel and goes out, leaving the air thick with smoke and fury. In the Nevermore quad, Agnes drops a bombshell. Augustus Stonehurst used to teach right here at Nevermore. Afterwards, he was the head doctor of Willow Hill, where he stays right now. Wednesday barely has time to process before Enid shows up, and they have one of those awkward, "Are we drifting apart?" talks. That's when Wednesday notices way too many crows perched on the rooftops. She spots a hooded figure in a window, and just like that, the birds dive. The one-eyed raven's after the thing. He tries to fly away with him, but Principal Weems shoots him with a fireball, forcing the Shro to drop him. Enid catches the thing like it's the world's weirdest pop fly. Wednesday's already sprinting after the hooded creep. Through a secret door, into Nevermore's hidden corridors, out into the open. Only a black cloak left behind. She follows the trail up the stairs into a music classroom, where the only person inside is the doctor from Willow Hill. Music teacher arrives, looking suspiciously winded, and invites Wednesday to join the school orchestra. Thing tails the doctor, clinging to her car. Mom catches Wednesday mid-scheme, and warns she's making things worse. Much worse. Thing reports Fester's been revealed. Wednesday, Agnes, and Enid plan a hospital break-in using the cover of a music recital. Wednesday hitches a ride to Willow Hill by stuffing herself into Miss Capri's trunk. She's almost caught, but her distraction plan pays off. A perfectly timed bathroom bomb goes off in the guard's loo, buying her just enough time to slip free. A friendly cook smuggles her through the corridors and straight to Fester's cell. One stolen guard key later, he's free, and the two sprint through the halls. They reach the room where Lois must be, expecting a person. Instead, a hidden door reveals the truth. Long-term outcast integration study. Downstairs, the cells are full of outcasts who should have been long dead. The same faces from those necrologies. A familiar caw turns them around to face the hooded figure and her one-eyed raven. She pulls back the hood. Stonehurst's daughter. Once human, she says, until her father's experiments left her able to command ravens. Fester answers with twin blasts of electricity, plunging the entire hospital into darkness. Every cell pops open, releasing a storm of very angry outcasts who immediately set upon her. In the chaos, everyone makes a break for it, including the rest of the inmates. Wednesday tries to help one escapee, but Hyde intercepts her, freshly freed by that same old teacher. One brutal punch sends Wednesday flying through a window and onto the asphalt outside. She lies there, bloodied, surrounded by flashing lights and cops. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.